Hello, YouTube. All right. I have just returned from South Florida, dealing with my evacuation of Good Enough in the aftermath of Hurricane Dorian, which spared Florida and ended up going along the coast of Florida as a Category 3 hurricane. And I know those of you who have been following me and are aware of the hut and the yurt that are hidden out here in the wilderness that were built might have been curious as to how they fared, and decided to do a follow-up video for you guys. So I have just a timeline perspective, so you guys know when this is shot and when this is all occurring. The RV Good Enough is currently under the repair at Big Rob, the mechanic down in South Florida. Make sure you check out his channel if you haven't already done so. They are trying to fix Good Enough to become better than Good Enough. I have escaped back up to Brevard County and I'm currently living in Little Blue 2, my minivan, and will be going back to work and trying to resume a little bit of normalcy while Big Rob works on Good Enough. But I decided to come by here real quick to check out what is going on with, this is Yurt 3.0, and you can see she actually held up. Not really much damage here other than the door blowing down, but I think I left the door down from before when I left. So you can see Yurt 3.0. It looks a little bit raggedy because the roof was never fully put on. I can fix all this up, but I'm not going to bother because I do have the RV at this point. But it's pretty interesting that this stuff is still intact. And for those of you who ever wondered what happened to the mailbox, it's here. It was being set up here as this facility here was actually being set up as a storage place when I was losing my storage, and I was setting it here to store things to try to keep the rain off it. But you can see it would have kind of, you can see part of the roof kind of fell in here. Debating on I want to put that back up to try to fix it, because if I don't fix it, things will collapse. But you can see water gets caught on the roofing, and because there's no one here to clear the water out, it'll eventually fall through and collapse. But yeah, this is what Yurt 3.0 looks like after Hurricane Dorian, and she actually held up. So see how strong a yurt is. You can see I barely used any wood. It used a couple pallets and a little 2x2s, and of course the garden post there as a center beam. But you can see that this yurt, which is huge, it's bigger than Yurt 2.0. It's approximately 20 feet. It's like an 18 to 20 foot yurt. Big enough to support like a queen bed and a kitchen and maybe even a bathroom. So something like this could actually be built if you had all the parts and stuff, wood and stuff ready, or pallets, a bunch of pallets. You could build this thing in like less than a day, one day, and have a home structure. And if you get like strong covering for it, a good tarp, or just whatever materials you have that can be waterproof, and if you're living in it and can monitor it, you could have a home if you were like homeless out in the woods, and that you could build probably for under $100 or even less, depending on your ability to scavenge materials and building this yurt. So if you watch the construction of the structure, then you know how it was built, and it wasn't too bad. But basically a bunch of 2x2s, probably less than $100 worth of materials that I bought. But you could make this from wood and stuff that you cut down if you had the ability to cut, But getting 2x2s and hauling it out to a remote location, and maybe one of these garden posts for the center and something for the center support area there, you could put together a yurt fairly quickly and fairly cheaply. So if I bought land somewhere and wanted to build something, I would probably build a yurt initially if I had to build a structure, and might even make it, a lot better than this. But this was kind of a test also to see how fast I could build a better yurt, and this yurt is definitely better. The hurricane didn't fully hit here, so I'm not sure how strong the winds actually were, but I heard that the wind gusts here went up to 50 miles per hour, between 30 to 50 miles per hour. and it's still standing, even despite it being damaged beforehand. But you can see some of the roof collapsed a little bit, but that's because no one was living in it and here to push the water up. What's making it collapse is the water collects. See how the water's collecting there like a little, this is all water in here. See, it's all water. So it's really heavy, and that's what's making it collapse. It's like a lot of weight coming down on it. So if I was living here, I'd push all that out. And you're like, well, why don't I push it out now? Well, I'm not going to be out here, and it's going to rain, and it's going to do this again. So this structure may end up collapsing. Part of the roofing there did collapse, but it wouldn't be something that can't be repaired. So do I recommend a yurt design? Yeah. I think the yurt's a lot easier to put up than a hut, and a lot cheaper. So I hope you found this informative. I'm going to try to see if I can't sneak by and show you guys what Hut 2.0 looks like. So hopefully we'll be able to go there and the others won't be there to try to jump me. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. And remember, life is what you make of it.